What is up, YouTube? It's your boy, Forgotten 7 Retros. So for today's video, I wanted to continue if you picked up a console and you're trying to figure out what games that you want to buy. And for this particular video, I wanted to go back in time and go to the PS2 days. It's Christmas Day, you just picked up a PS2 for the first time, you're amazed, and now you're trying to figure out what games should you buy for it. And so for this video, let's showcase some of these games that I played, as well as that I also know of, but I didn't play, but I still think you guys should pick them up because these games are amazing. I've seen some gameplay of them and they look amazing, and I highly think you guys should play these games. Alright, so the first genre of games that I think you guys should pick up for is some racing games. And who doesn't like racing? And the first game on the list not many people talk about is actually one of the first games that EA Sports Big released for the PS2, and that game is Shock. Amazing game. If you guys like racing and you guys like, Mini Coopers, I recommend picking up this game right here. This game's amazing and I recommend you guys pick it up. The next game that I think you guys should pick up, not many people heard of this game or played it, but me personally, I like it. And if you guys like Pimp My Ride, the TV show, you guys would definitely like this game right here. And this game is Pimp My Ride Street Racing. I highly recommend this game. If you guys like racing, as well as you guys like the show Pimp My Ride, I recommend picking this game up right here. So for the next one, it's probably one of the top 5 best racing games of all time released for the PS2. And that game is Midnight Club 3 Dub Edition Remix. One of the best racing games released for the PS2. The soundtrack's amazing. Who doesn't like that Mini Fresh song? Big. Highly recommend this game. Also, this game's going up in value, so you guys can pick it up. I highly recommend. Definitely pick up this game. So for the next one, and that game is Q. This game's released by Atlas. I haven't played this game yet, but the game looks really interesting, and I definitely think you guys would definitely enjoy it because I'm about to play it, and we'll see how I enjoy it. I'm pretty sure I'm probably gonna enjoy it, so I highly recommend this game right here, guys. All right, so the last game for the racing games is Need for Speed Underground 2, considered one of the best Need for Speed games of all time. So if you guys like racing games, you guys are big into the Need for Speed games, pick up this game right here. Alright, so now we're going into some crime / shooting / let's roam the streets and cause some chaos. And the first game on my list is Total Overdose. If you guys like Max Payne, definitely pick this game up right here. Highly recommend. You like the slow-mo of shooting guns and killing enemies, recommend this game right here. Alright, so for the next game, if you guys are big into hunting, criminals and causing chaos, this game is for you. And that game is Mercenaries. There's also a sequel to the game. I definitely recommend picking this game up right here. And you can also see the price of how much I picked it up for. Highly recommend this game right here, guys. Alright, so for the next crime game, it's actually one of my favorite games of all time. I played so much hours of this game, as well as this game has one of the best soundtracks of all time in my opinion, and that game is Grand Theft Auto Vice City. There's also Vice City Stories. I have that game for the PSP. The Vice City Stories for PS2 is pretty up there in price. You're probably gonna be looking at about $50 or more for the game. But this game right here, Vice City, highly recommend picking up this game. The story is amazing too, as well as the soundtrack is one of the best out there. So definitely pick this game up right here. If you guys like GTA games, as well as like a 80s theme game, pick this game up right here. Alright, last but not least, one of the best games released for the PS2, and it's also a Grand Theft Auto game, and you guys probably already know what this game is, and that game is Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. Who doesn't know CJ? One of the best iconic characters ever created for a video game entirely. They made so many different mods to put CJ into video games. So if you guys like GTA, as well as you guys want to play one of the best Grand Theft Auto games of all time, pick this game up right here, Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. All right, so for this particular genre, I wouldn't even say it's a genre. It's other suggestions. It's different games that were released for the PlayStation 2, as well as I think you guys would definitely enjoy. And the first game on this list is State Emergency. If you guys like, crime similar to like GTA, but you're actually beating up cops and stuff, and you're causing some chaos, I highly recommend this game right here. There's also a State Emergency 2. So yeah, guys, if you want to play some chaotic games, pick this game up right here. And the next game on this list is one of my favorites playing that I played as a kid growing up, and I think you guys would definitely enjoy it too, especially if you guys like some Cartoon Network shows back in the day. And that game is Ed and Eddie: The Misadventure. You're roaming the streets of the Ed and Eddie universe. So if you guys like Ed and Eddie, as well as a game to just relax. I wouldn't even say relax. Some parts are kind of challenging, but the game's amazing. It's one of my favorite games that I played for the PS2, and I highly recommend. So definitely check this game out right here. Ed and Eddie: The Misadventures. All right, so the next game on this list is one of the most iconic games for the PS2. It's a PlayStation exclusive, and that game is Ratchet & Clank and Going Commando. Amazing game, highly recommend. I played this game as a kid, but I sold it. But I think I gave it away to one of my friends as a kid, so I had to rebuy the game because I want to relive some of my childhood. So I highly recommend this game right here. And the next game on the list, and I didn't really play this game because I played Jax 3, but this game I think is like the first of the Jax series, and that game is Jax and Dexter: The Precursor Legacy. I haven't played this game, but I definitely think if you guys want to get into like some games that are like PlayStation exclusives, and you're playing as a character who's pretty much that can use magic and stuff, highly recommend this game right here, Jax and Dexter. And honestly, Jax 3 was actually one of my favorite games that I played as a kid. And I also have that game as well as Jax 2. So if you guys want to try a different game that's similar to Ratchet & Clank, highly recommend this game right here. Alright, so now we're getting into some sports games. And one of my favorite sports games of all time that I played as a kid with my brother, we used to talk so much trash to each other playing this game. And that game is NBA Live 2004. One of my favorite NBA Live games of all time, as well as sports games in general. Also, this is Vince Carter of the Raptors. So if you guys like some sports games, you want to pick up a game that's kind of different from like 2K, pick up this game right here. Highly recommend. Alright, and so the next game on the list, and it's one of the best Madden games ever released, and that game is Madden 2004. Do I need to say less? Pick this game up right here. Michael Vick in this game was a monster. Pretty much unstoppable. He can throw, he can run fast. I highly recommend this game right here. Alright, so a game that I haven't played myself because I'm playing it on the PSP, but I think you guys should pick it up for the PS2. It's considered one of the best street games of all time, and that game is NFL Street 2. Highly recommend. I picked this game up for about $30 at my local retro video game store. And if you guys like some, wacky, crazy, out of this world moves, sports wise, highly recommend this game right here. Alright, so for the next game, this is another EA Sports big game, and I think this is actually considered one of the best EA Sports games of all time, and that game is NBA Street Volume 2. Do I need to say less? If you guys like sports games, if you guys want to play one of the best games dropped for the PS2, pick this game up right here. You will not be disappointed. The commentary is amazing, gameplay is amazing, and the graphics are pretty good too. Highly recommend this game right here, guys. Alright, so another sports game you guys should pick up, and I played the sequel of the game, and the sequel is one of my favorite games I played for the PlayStation 3, and that game is Blitz the League. Highly recommend this game right here, guys. If you guys want to, play a football game where it's crazy, it's dangerous, some of the injuries that are caused in this game are insane, I highly recommend this game right here. Alright, so next one, if you guys play Jet Set Radio, you'll fit right at home, and that game is Genya Calabista City Skater. Highly recommend this game right here, guys. I don't even have to say less. Pick this game up. Alright, so the last game for sports, and this game is actually considered the best in the XXX series, and that game is SSX Tricky, the sequel to XSX, and there's also XSX 3. If you guys like some, sledding, pick this game up right here. Highly recommend. Alright, so the next genre of games you guys should pick up is some RPGs. And one of the best RPGs released for the PS2, in my opinion, is Star Ocean Till the End of Time. Pick this game up right here, guys. Highly recommend. Another game that's kind of related to like the galaxy and your traveling and stuff is Rogue Galaxy. I picked this game up for about $30 on eBay. Matter of fact, no, I picked this game up for about $20 on eBay, and I had to get the game resurfaced because the game was kind of scratched up. And I think the total cost me actually paying for the game and the resurfacing and all that stuff and shipping is like $30. So if you guys want to pick up a game that's pretty amazing, as well as you're traveling like the galaxy and stuff, pick this game up right here, Rogue Galaxy. For the next series, and this game's actually considered one of the best RPGs, and they're going up in value, and that is Xenosaga. This is episode 1. Episode 2 is, I think, it's going for like $60, and then episode 3, forget about it. You're paying like $200+ for it. But I definitely want to pick up episode 3 because I have 1 and 2. But if you guys want to play RPG, that's amazing. I highly recommend this game right here, Xenosaga episode 1. Alright, so the last RPG on this list, and it's actually pretty amazing. I recommend you guys pick this game up, and that is Valkyrie Profile 2. Valkyrie Profile 1 was actually released for the PlayStation 1, and there's actually Valkyrie Profile Asylum. So if you guys want to play a game that's pretty amazing and playing as a badass character, pick up this game right here, Valkyrie Profile 2. Alright, so the next genre of video games that I think you guys should pick up, and the genre is horror games. And one of the best horror games I've played on the PS2 is Resident Evil Outbreak. Amazing game, one of my favorite video games of all time, and I think you guys will definitely enjoy it too. The next one, it's not really a horror game, but there are some horror aspects to it, and that game is The Suffering. So you pretty much play as a guy who goes to prison because they think he killed his family, but in actuality he doesn't. There's also a part 2. Pick this game up right here, guys. Highly recommend. So alright, so for the next 2 games, the settings for these 2 games are actually in Antarctica. I actually didn't even realize that. And the first one is Extermination. I'll show you guys the back cover. I actually haven't even played this game yet, but this game looks pretty amazing, so I definitely think you guys should play it too. You guys can freeze it if you guys want to read some details in regards to the game. And the next one is The Thing. I actually picked up this game for about $35. Let me know in the comment section you guys think this price is pretty reasonable. Haven't played this game here, but the game looks pretty amazing. And let me turn it around so you guys can see what the game is about. So if you guys think this game looks interesting, highly recommend you guys pick up this game right here. Alright, so the last genre on this list is some fighting games. And the PlayStation 2 has so many different fighting games, and I think you guys would enjoy a lot of these games on this particular list I'm about to present to you guys. So the first game on this list, I haven't played it yet, but the game looks pretty amazing. I'm big into Soul Calibur, and I want to collect pretty much all the Soul Calibur games. And the first one on this particular list is Soul Calibur 3. I actually was looking at on the back cover, and they actually implemented character creation into the mix. So if you guys like Soul Calibur, as well as you guys want to play a story that's pretty insane, I highly recommend this game right here, guys. If you guys like Soul Calibur, as well as you guys want to play a fighting game. Alright, so the next game on this list, a lot of people play this game, and I think you guys should play it too if you guys recently picked up a PS2, and that game is Tekken 5. I got this game for about $20 at my local retro video game store. So if you guys like Tekken, if you guys want to play one of the best Tekken released, pick up this game right here. Highly recommend. Alright, so where's my anime fans at? And this game right here I'm about to present is one of the best Dragon Ball Z games released. And no, I'm not talking about Dragon Ball Z Budokai Tenkaichi 3. I would recommend that game, but that game's that game's mad expensive. You're probably gonna be paying like 150 bucks for it, and I want to keep these particular videos on a budget wise, and that game is Dragon Ball Z Budokai. If you guys like fighting games as well as love Dragon Ball Z, pick this game up right here. You can probably find this game for about 15 bucks at your local retro video game store. And if you guys want to play some other games as well as one of the best fighting games, try out Dragon Ball Z Budokai Tenkaichi 3. But I warned you, you're gonna be paying mad bread for that game. That game's mad expensive, and it's amazing. But if you guys want something else that you guys can pick up and play as one of your favorite Dragon Ball Z characters, pick up this game right here, Dragon Ball Z Budokai. And there's also Budokai 2 and Budokai 3. So I highly recommend this game right here, guys. Alright, so the next game on this list, one of my favorite games of all time for the PS2. It has one of the biggest, character selection games in terms of fighting, released for the PS2, and this game is Mortal Kombat Armageddon. Do I need to say less? Pick this game up right here. If you guys love Mortal Kombat as well as want to play one of the best Mortal Kombat games released for the PS2, in my opinion, pick this game up right here. Alright, so this game I'm about to show you guys is one of the best wrestling games of all time, and yeah, you gotta pick it up. And that game is SmackDown Here Comes the Pain. Try out this game. This game's amazing. Pick this game up. Alright guys, for this next video game right here, I highly recommend this game. It's another Mortal Kombat game, and this game is one of my favorite games I played as a kid, and that game is Mortal Kombat Shaolin Monks. This game gives you a different viewpoint of the Mortal Kombat universe. You're fighting bad guys, and you play as Liu Kang and Kung Lao. Highly recommend this game right here, guys. Pick this game up. Alright, so the next game on this list is considered one of the best games released for the PS2. And no, I'm not talking about Def Jam Fight for New York. I'm talking about Def Jam Vendetta. Def Jam Fight for New York is an amazing game, but similar to Dragon Ball Z Budokai Tenkaichi 3, you're gonna be paying $100+ for that game, and it's way over a lot of people's budget. So I want to keep this game kind of like 40 bucks or less in terms of the value of the games. With this game, you can probably pick it up for about 30 bucks. It's a great game, and I highly recommend this game right here, guys. Alright, so the last game on the fighting game list, Fight Night Round 2. My favorite Fight Night game of all time. Alright guys, so that's pretty much the list right here of the games I think you guys should pick up if you guys recently just picked up a PS2 for the first time. And that's pretty much it, guys. Let me know in the comment section what you guys think about this particular list. Did I get something wrong? Did I get something right? Is there any other games you guys think some people should pick up? They picked up a PS2 for the first time. Let me know in the comment section, as well as thank you so much for watching this video. And I'm about to make some more videos of if you picked up a specific console for the first time. Please keep a lookout for those videos as well too, as well as, like I said, thank you so much for taking your time out of your day to watch this video. I truly appreciate it, and I'll catch you guys on the next time.